Good morning, everyone. What's up, Mikey?
What up?
Here we are in Cornwall-on-Hudson. A beautiful home. We were hired, well, we were given the opportunity to bid on a failed tank removal by another company to do and complete the remediation. So today is day one. Just like to document all the previous damage by the other tank removal company. I'm not sure how people can do that and just leave it like this, but everybody operates differently. This will not be our access in and out. So the previous company removed these two 1,000-gallon tanks for this residential property. I think it's a couple of $1 million. Sale is pending. So here's the one tank, and that's the largest hole right there. The other tank, a hole's smaller. So I don't expect there to be, you can actually see it right here now. That's the other hole, or there's two of them, two tinies. So I didn't expect it to be that bad of an impact. Plus, these were old dormant tanks left in the ground. So those spills normally clean up fairly quick. This is the overburden. And in the overburden, you can see broken lines. Not sure what they even go to, but I'm here to clean this all up. So the impacted area is right over here. Initially, when I came out, I've got a lot of the silty sand soil that's kind of caved into it. I took some PID readings and they were in the low 200s. So that told me it was going to clean up rather quick. So just kind of figure out how we're going to do everything. I'm going to probably take out a fence post here. I'll sit right here with the machine. I'll dig the the contaminated soil. We'll stockpile it there. And then when I do the loadout, we'll set up by the rocks and we'll dig into a triaxle. So I'm expecting this, because of this situation with the staging and stockpiling, to slow things up a little bit. Probably gonna get right around 30 tons of contamination out. And then those each take up 10 tons. So 30 plus the 20, we'll have to backfill 50 tons once it's completed, and then try to clean this up as best as we can. And then it go back on the market. That's the beautiful Hudson River. It's a great day, good day to be alive. All right, I think that's all we'll need to take down for now. We're gonna go offload all the equipment. We've done a good walk around and tried to locate as many underground utilities as we can. Private utilities, we always call for an 811 dig, but they don't mark out any private utility. So we've got quite a elaborate sprinkler system here, and nothing other really to be concerned about. The plumage of this contamination may go down. So the first thing I do is I always dig any good soil right here, which there's going to be probably 5 or 6 tons. I'll dig it out and we'll stockpile with the overburden. Then once I hit the contamination, I'll do a PID reading and I'll get my start point. And then I normally just dig straight down. I always try to get a clean bottom first, and then we'll work the sidewalls. And so that's our plan. We're going to offload the equipment and be as careful as we can on this property. So we've got about, I'm going to say there's 24 tons right here up on the deck. A lot of rock. Well, you know, because we're right on the Hudson, so that's where the term bank run comes from. You'll get that. Mike's getting a sample. I feel like it's all clean. We're about 14.5 feet below grade. Mike's got a sample. I'm going to do a PID reading. .4. We are good to go. We're going to go take our samples now, and then I'm going to start backfilling the overburden. We'll load that all out tomorrow morning, and we'll show you how that goes. So we've also got to dispose of these tanks. So we got to get them in our Mason dump truck. So Craig will cut both those in half, and we'll load them out into the truck. We're going to continue backfilling this overburden. I'll track back over and compact it, do it in 12 to 18-inch lifts. It's a silty sand, so it doesn't compact too well, but the product I'm going to bring in, it's much more stable. Worried about all that shale and bank run. We will secure it all. We'll load that out in the morning. All right, finishing up here. Pretty productive day. No surprises. We cut the one tank up. We've cast it over. We put back all this overburden. Craig and Mike are now securing the open void. All the soil that I put back there, I compacted it in lifts. So tomorrow morning we'll have a triaxle here at about 8 a.m. and we'll load this out. I'm going to estimate it is 22.6 tons. But for now, I got to track the excavator up over that pile and then position it, and then we'll secure everything up there. We will see you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. We are on site for day 2. We have a morning Sam. We have a triaxle on its way, supposedly to arrive at 8:30. It is 15 minutes after 8 now. We have that mason dump full, which is about 4.5 to 5 tons. We've got the single axle full, which is about 10 tons. I'm expecting, with the volume of the 2 tanks and the amount that we're disposing today, I'm going to need at least 45 tons to backfill. Good morning, Craig.
Good morning.
We've laid down this 1/2-inch thick metal plate. It's about 1,300 pounds, and then a track of ground protecting mats in to protect this owner's driveway. This is where the triaxle will back in. What a view from the Hudson. And that triaxle will stage right here, where we will load out all of our contaminated soil after we uncover it. We're going to, after we backfill, I guess I'll go ahead and repair that other contractor mess that he left for the homeowner, that fence. Hopefully we can find the screws somewhere for it. And then we'll repair ours after we backfill the 45 tons. We'll seed, rake all that area. There were 2 rocks back that we moved. I had to move 2 rocks. That would be one. I think the other is under here. So the work will begin as soon as our triaxle arrives. right, we've loaded out. Now we're going to bring in the compactable stuff, the crushed concrete. clean that out of the back a little bit. All right, work in progress. That 15 tons that we had here, that we brought actually, I backloaded, backfilled, excuse me. It's compacted and lift. There's a couple of loose branches in there. That overburden's been cleared away. We'll rake that, get the rocks out of it, throw some topsoil. That's where the tank sat for 9 weeks. So we'll rake that, see if it comes alive a little bit by tomorrow. And then we'll throw some seed and maybe a little fertilizer on that. Get this tank out of here. I'm now waiting for Craig and Sam to come back with another 15 tons. We'll dump it and then backfill. Good morning, everyone. Here we are, day 3. We're going to complete this remediation. I'm not sure what I estimated the total tonnage to be, but it was actually 24.3 tons. I think I'm close, I'm not sure. So today, we've come in with 5, 10, 20 tons of backfill. We've already offloaded, I think it was 15 tons. So I'm going to say we've got about another 6 tons of topsoil. So Craig will dump this one now. I'll spread it and he'll go get a load of topsoil. And then I'll dump those 2. I'm sure in the last video everybody heard that excavator squeaking. It's actually been at a project for 5 weeks sitting outside. So we've got Sammy, he greased it all this morning. So we're good to go. We'll move that tank, clean that up a little bit, dump the load, and then begin to backfill. I hate when I watch these do-it-yourself shows where these contractors come in and they put these other contractors down. I don't know why, it just bothers me, but here I am. And there's just no way that I can't show you this. These are Roth tanks. These tanks cost about $2 grand each. This is probably a $14,000 installation. I normally set that on a pad. He's got those on little patios. Already got the first one cracked right there. There's not one of them that's even. These tanks are supposed to be perfectly level. It's not even close. Amazing. How this even passes inspection is beyond me. But that's what happens when you don't call tank masters. I do know the company that did this work, but that'll remain with me. Okay, that's where the tanks were. Here's the overburden stockpiled. Everything is topsoil, seeded, hayed. This void is all compacted with topsoil. And our path coming in, we'll just put that fence back in a couple of minutes. Everybody's just finishing up, raking up, cleaning up. No damage to the Belgian block. No damage to any part of his driveway. We're loading up now. We'll blow the roadway clear. And another fine job by Tank Masters Environmental.